Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list here on my channel. Thank you guys again for tuning in, as always. So today the watch list is a little bit smaller. Today I'm not seeing anything that I'm super crazy about. So there's a few plays that I'm going to mention, which are really BABA and IQ. And then I'll briefly talk about a few of the stocks that are having earnings today that might in turn be good on the day. So again, watch list pretty small. Shouldn't take us too much time to get through this. Yuri, everybody, good morning. Yesterday ended up being another really good day. So far this week, we've been green all the way through. 1200 on Monday, 1200 yesterday. So hoping to continue that streak. Going to be going on a 4-day win streak so far. So from Thursday last week till now, all green days. Thursday last week was 1100. Then Friday was a $400 day. Monday was 1200. Tuesday 1200. So hoping to continue that momentum on throughout the rest of this week. Scott, I love you being here in my chat every morning. All right, so Todd, that movie is absolutely disgusting. So anywho, we got a few stocks to talk about. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot going on. So let's go ahead, share the screen. That way we can get the job done. You guys can go back to doing what it is that you need to be doing. So 1 second, I'm gonna get to sharing the screen. All right. All right, we're basically ready. And let me do one more thing here. All right, guys. So first stock that I'm going to talk about will be BABA, B-A-B-A. So looking at this chart right now, so just looking at BABA's chart, we can see it's been dropping recently, but more importantly, I want you guys to pay attention to this $180 mark. So I have this little red dotted line drawn on my chart right there. It might be a little bit hard to see, but we'll clear that up here in a second. So that arrow is a $180 mark. This is a key level to watch today. Why? Well, it's held resistance there for a couple days. And then if you go all the way back, you'll see that right there, it held support just over 180. Right here, it kind of broke out at 180. Right here, it held resistance at 180, held resistance 180, broke out 180, held resistance 180, bounced 180, broke out 180, held resistance 180, bounced 180, bounced 180, resistance 180. So there's multiple levels or times in which the BABA stock has held a significant resistance, support, and breakouts around that 180 price. So going into today's trading, that $180 price point should be a very significant kind of battle zone, right? That's kind of a zone where we could expect that we're going to see a lot of people coming in trying to buy for a short squeeze to the upside, or people entering for a short to the downside. This is BABA, okay? Daniel, sure, yeah, I'll give my opinion on that. So now that we've kind of covered that 180 spot, we will go into, let's look at a 5-day chart. Or actually, no, we need to do a 20-day chart first. So now looking at this 20-day chart, the 180 might become more clear. Ready? So 180, it bounced. 180, it bounced slightly. 180, it held support, broke down 180. 180 held resistance, 180 held resistance, 180 held resistance, 180 held resistance. So today, I'm anticipating that we're going to roll over and we're going to start dropping because we have failed this 180 mark yesterday. And today, we are starting to shy away from the 180 mark and starting to travel and kind of trend down now. So I'm anticipating that we should see a slump over on BABA to the downside. We also have earnings coming out tomorrow for BABA. a lot of times you will see, you know, every once in a while, not all the time, but there's a lot of times where you're going to see a stock has earnings coming the next day, and the day prior, the stock will start to sell off. Now, this could be for a couple reasons. This could be because investors do not want to hold before the earnings play, right? They don't want to hold and, you know, gamble with the earnings. Or this could be an attempt for big time investors, institutions to push the price much lower the day before and then start to buy it up at the low, anticipating there will be a good earnings and they'll get a massive return. So there's a lot of theories of how people play the day before earnings, you know, yada, yada, yada. Not to mention, if you look at this, this right here, let me clear these drawings. If you look at just this section on BABA right there, you will see there is a small head and shoulders pattern, possibly. Ready? We have the move up, followed by the first shoulder. This is the left shoulder. Pull back. Move higher into the 180 resistance, creating the head. Pull back to test the previous shoulder, or sorry, previous armpit or low dip support. Pop up, creating the right shoulder. You can see the right shoulder rejects off the left shoulder right there. Then we start to roll. Possibility of a head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. So in return, if this is a mini head and shoulders, if BABA's rejecting the 180 mark, if this is in fact an attempt to go lower, we should see BABA roll over and start to drop today out of the gates. So I will be playing BABA most likely short today. All right. Now, do note that if for whatever reason this does not drop, we could easily see BABA curl up and go like that. In over 180, if BABA breaks 180, there is going to be a big push to the upside because there's a lot of people that are thinking the same as me. They're thinking to short BABA out of the gates. So if everybody who tries to short BABA out of the gates gets squeezed and it pops up to 180, and then it breaks through 180, you're going to squeeze out all the short sellers from yesterday that entered at 180. You'll squeeze any long-term shorts that got in from a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago at 180. So this 180 and above is what we would call a squeeze zone. I won't draw it out, but above 180 is what we would call a potential squeeze spot where we'll squeeze out any shorts from today, yesterday, and any long-term shorts that are still holding. Okay? So above 180 is a squeeze, and if it continues to shy 180, it's going to be a short play. All right. So that is my thesis there on BABA. Now moving on to IQ. Let me get these drawings off. I'm going to delete all my old drawings so that I can go over them with you guys. So let me get these off the chart. So let's start from a yearly chart first. What we'll do here is just kind of we'll do some basic support and resistance. So let's mark off the previous kind of recent low, which is down here at about 24. And now let's draw a trend line from the 52-week high down. That's not a trend line. Hold on. Let's draw a trend line down following all the previous pops. You'll be like that. Also notice that yesterday, IQ put in a small inverted doji hammer candle at the top of the move. That's a bearish signal. Okay. Now let's go to a 20-day chart. Looking at a 20-day chart, a key level resistance is 28. Okay. So remember how remember just how I was referring to BABA? Remember I was talking about BABA and telling you that if it gets over 180, we could see a squeeze, or it's a squeeze zone. Well, this is what happened yesterday, kind of on, this is what happened similar to IQ yesterday, right? IQ broke this $28 level. So you can see there was a good support system built on IQ at 28, and then it broke. So then IQ, that $28 price, would then become or sorry, 29, excuse me, 29. The $29 price point would then become the next resistance level. All right, guys, I'm waiting for the internet to come back on, so I do apologize. I don't know why it's down right now. Yeah, this sucks. Thanks, YouTube. Here goes that. Let's see.